Hi Erica, my name is Katie. I'll be your student physical therapist today. Can you verify your first and last name for me?
Erica Brecken.
And then your date of birth?
05/18/1998.
Perfect. And so what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be talking through your new cane. And we're going to be practicing going up and down stairs, up a curb, learning how to stand and sit with it properly, and that kind of stuff. Is there anything else I should know? Any other pains or aches you've been having lately?
No, not really.
Okay. And then do you have any questions about what we're going to be doing today?
How much weight can I put on my leg?
So we are going to be doing weight bearing as tolerated. So just kind of, we're going to try to do as much as we can. Obviously, if you're in too much pain, we don't want that to happen either. But we are kind of trying to put as much as we can as we kind of progress.
Okay.
Two other things that I want to talk about. If you have any small pets, this is kind of an adjustment with that. So be careful not to kind of trip over them or anything like that. And then if you have different like flooring, if you go from like hardwood to carpet, kind of making sure that you're giving yourself enough time to adjust to that.
Okay.
And then are you ready to continue?
Yes.
Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we are going to measure the cane for my patient, and we are going to practice standing up and sitting down from the chair with the cane. So to begin, we wanna make sure that the cane for my patient is at their wrist crease. And then we also wanna make sure that when the patient is using the cane, to the side and a little bit in front of the opposite of the affected leg, that the degree of the elbow is about 25 to 30 degrees. So I'll be watching for that when measuring my patient with this. Additionally, when we are sitting down and standing up, so if we're starting in sitting, obviously we would prefer to have a chair that has armrests, but for the purposes of this video, we are going to use kind of like the sides of the chair as armrests. But what we're gonna wanna do is if the affected leg is the right leg, we're gonna have this over to the kind of the side over here, and we are going to use one side and the cane on the opposite side. Lean forward a little bit, feet a little bit under, and push off. And then when we're gonna sit back down, reaching behind us for the armrest, which again, side of the chair, sitting down, and then we are safe and secure. Okay, Erica, so the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to measure your cane, and we are also going to practice standing up and sitting down with the cane in your chair. One more thing I wanna check before we get started though, is that we wanna be mindful that there aren't any dust bunnies on the bottom, any dog hair, anything like that that can kind of get stuck on there. And we also wanna make sure before we start walking that if you were kind of messing with the little buttons, that they are secure and clicked in, just so that when you start walking, you don't feel that click. It could be a little bit scary. So just kind of making sure that's good. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you put this in your left hand since your right leg is affected. We are going to put our feet behind our chair or a little bit below it. We're gonna lean our trunk forward. We're gonna push off with our right arm and our left arm to stand up.
How much weight do I not put any weight on this?
So what we're gonna do is we are going to try to put as much weight on it as we can,
okay,
being mindful of our pain level.
Okay.
So this is gonna help you, but I want you to really try to push off
okay,
that leg.
Okay.
Perfect. Good. So now I'm gonna hold on
shaking
to you, and we are going to, since I got you good with the gait belt, I'm gonna have you let go of the arm a little bit. I just wanna make sure that it's resting well at your wrist crease. Now we can put that back. And now I wanna look at that elbow flexion, and it's pretty much where I want it, so that's perfect. So now we're gonna sit down. So we're gonna reach back with our arm, using our cane. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to practice gait, and we're gonna be doing a cane step to pattern. So since the affected leg is the right leg, we are going to have, again, our cane in our left hand, and we are going to step with the cane with our affected leg at the same time. So going like this, that's the first motion. Then the next motion after that is going to be bringing your unaffected leg, or in this case, which is the left leg, to the cane. So it's going to go right and cane, and then also after that, the left leg. And when we are stepping, we want to make sure we're following the weight bearing as tolerated procedure. So as we are shifting that weight kind of evenly, we are going to make sure that we have as much as we can, but then also being careful with our pain levels. But again, we are trying to get that weight bearing status a little bit higher. So we'll kind of note that again with the patient. Okay, Erica, so now we're going to practice our gait pattern that I showed you a little bit ago. So we are going to have your cane in your left hand. I'm going to be making sure that I have my hand on your gait belt and making sure that you feel safe throughout this whole process. So if at any point you don't, just let me know and we can try to get you seated as soon as possible. And I'm going to be on this side just in case. I feel a little more secure on this side with you, so we're going to do that as we walk. So same way we did before for standing up, we are going to put our feet a little bit under, and we are going to push off with our right arm and our left arm on the cane. Ready? On 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. How do you feel right now? Good. Good? Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we are going to step with our cane and our right leg at the same time. So let's try that motion. Ready? Okay, give it one moment to catch up. And now we're going to step with our left leg to the cane. Perfect. How did that feel?
Good. It feels weird putting weight on this leg.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy that you're putting that weight through that weight bearing as tolerated status we talked about. So again, we're going to step with our cane and our right leg at the same time. Give me one moment. And then we're going to step to the cane with our other leg. Perfect. Let me catch up. Let's do that again. Cane and foot, other foot. Perfect. One more time. Cane and foot, other foot. Perfect. I feel like that is pretty good. Good. So now let's go ahead and let's turn around. So let's go ahead and put our cane and our right foot first, kind of turning a little bit that way. Yes. And then meet with your other foot. Can we catch up? Again. Perfect. And then one more time. Awesome. Now we're going to have you again follow that same pattern we were doing before. We're going to do right and cane, then left. 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 Now let's try turning again.
This way?
Yes, we are going to turn towards that direction again. And then one more time. Perfect. And now we are going to take a step back and then reach for the chair. Perfect. Okay, so now we are going to practice going up and down a curb. First, the first thing I want to recognize again is a weight bearing status. We want to make sure we're weight bearing as tolerated. And so for my patient, I want to make sure that I am asking her to make sure that she is putting as much weight bearing on her affected leg as she can, and then also pushing off her cane. Also be mindful of the pain status. So what we're going to do is we are going to keep the cane on the area below the step, and we are going to first step up with our unaffected leg. So doing that, and then pushing off of our cane, we are going to then bring our affected leg up on the curb, and then our cane will be the last thing up. Then what I will do is I will instruct my patient to turn around, and we are first going to bring the cane down so that we can use that to push off of. And we are going to go down with our right leg because that's the affected leg, and then with our unaffected leg. Okay, Erica, so now we're going to practice going up and down a curb, and kind of in between we'll also be practicing a little bit more of that gait pattern, okay? Again, I'm going to be on on this side of you just for a little bit more support. I'm going to be holding onto your gait belt as we go through anything, so if at any point you feel unsafe or want to sit down, get tired, just let me know, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to practice that same standing up that we did before. So put your feet a little bit more under the table and pushing off your cane and the chair. Ready, go. Perfect. Now we can take one step forward like we did before. Awesome. Let me catch up. So now to go up a curb, we are going to first go up with our left leg. So put your leg up. And then pushing off the cane, we're going to bring our right leg up and then the cane last. Perfect. How'd you feel with that? Good. Good. Now we are going to again turn how we did before. Okay. So turn with your cane and right leg. Again. Go ahead. You catch up. Again. Let me catch up. Perfect. And now to go down, we are first going to go down with the cane so that you can use that to push off of. And then we are going to go down with our right leg and then our left. Let me catch up. How did that feel? Good. Good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach Erica how to go up and down stairs. One thing that I want to note that you'll see in the next video is that I prefer to stand behind my patient, both going up and going down the stairs, just because I feel a little bit more secure that I can kind of lean into the surface to my side when I'm behind my patient. So that's something that I'll be doing during that time. Additionally, I'm going to make sure that I have a staggered wide base of support with my hip kind of digging into the railing and my arm following behind my patient's arm. Just again to make sure that I feel secure if anything were to happen, hopefully not, that we are both safe and we can both kind of get to a good position. So now just kind of demonstrating going up and downstairs, as I will reiterate what the weight bearing as tolerated status. I want to make sure that my patient is really trying to put weight into that right leg, and then also using the cane to support her during that motion. So what we're going to do is we are going to go up with the left leg, pushing off that cane, doing then the right leg, and then bringing the cane up. So again, a little bit more fluid motion. We are going to go up with the left, pushing off the cane, up with the right, then the cane can come up. One more time, left, right, cane. And so then I'm gonna obviously have my patient go all the way to the top of the stairs just for a more level ground. Then we're gonna turn around and I will tell my patient again that obviously this isn't the hand we usually carry our cane in, but that this is in a sense kind of replacing that, and it's a little bit more secure. So we want to make sure we're using this side, and it's also the only railing we have available. So we'll kind of talk through that too. But then for this one, we're going to go down with the cane first, bending at our hips and knees, then going down with our right leg, then the left, then the arm. Cane first, again, so we can push off it, right leg, which is the affected leg, then left, one more step, cane, right, left, and then switching our cane back over to what we usually do for gait. Okay, Erica, so now we're going to go up and down the stairs so that we can make sure you feel comfortable doing that whenever you're going up and down them to go into and out of your home. So what we're going to do is first we're going to note a couple things. So when we're going up the stairs, I'm going to be on this side of you just so that we both feel secure on the railing. So that's gonna be one thing. It's a little different than before. And then another thing is that I'm gonna be having you move and then I'm gonna catch up to you. So I just ask that you kind of give me that grace to be able to make sure that we're both safe throughout the process. Another thing is that I just want to make sure that you feel safe throughout the whole process, so just let me know. To start, we are going to put your feet a little bit under the chair like we did before. And we are going to put your hand on the chair and then push up. Perfect. We're going to use that same gait pattern we did before to get a little closer. Awesome. Again, like I said, now I'm going to switch. And for this purposes, we only have this railing. So it's going to be a little bit different on the way down, but I think we can adjust pretty well. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to go up with the left leg. Then we are going to go up with our right leg and then the cane. Okay, and then move your arm up. Let me get situated. Now we're gonna go up with the left leg, then the right, then the cane. We go up with the left leg, then the right leg, then the cane. Left, right, cane. Left, right, cane. Left, right, cane. Left, right, cane. One more time. Left, right, cane. Okay? Now we're gonna turn like we did last time. So turning with our right leg and the cane.
This way?
Yes, towards me. And then one more time. And one last time. So now I got you, so feel free to, you move your cane into your opposite arm. And now this time,
This feels weird.
oh, it feels weird?
Yeah.
Well, I'm behind you and I got you. I feel comfortable being behind you right now. I think that if anything were to happen, I would be secure and you would be secure.
Okay.
Okay? So what we're gonna do is first we are gonna go down with the cane. And then we are gonna use that to then get our right leg down. And then our left. Let me get here. Again, cane down, right, then left. Again, cane down, right, and left. Again, cane down, right, and left. Cane, right, left. Cane, right, left. Cane, right, left. One last step. And then cane, right, left. And now we can switch that cane over to your other hand. Get a little more secure. Let's take one step forward. Perfect. So every time I want you to make sure you're making that change.
Okay.
How'd you feel with that?
Good.
Good.